Hey guys, we're going to be seeing what's going to be happening within the next month that you are not expecting. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Hello, pile number 1. This is going to be what you are not expecting that is going to be happening within the next month. What I'm picking up so far is some sort of material gain. This is financial and material gain that you are not expecting to happen to you. So whether these are gifts coming in for you or you're finding something that you've been on the lookout for and you can't seem to find it anywhere, it's just going to appear at a store that you're looking for, or someone's going to have one that they're going to offer to you. You could be getting a new job. Let's see. A dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Table. Hard work ahead. Horse. A short journey. Phoenix. This is the Judgment card. The Sun card. The Queen of Cups. You could be expressing yourself to somebody. We have the 10 of Cups. So this could be the dark man that we see here. So you could be opening yourself up, or they could be opening themselves up to you that you hadn't expected. We have the Hanged Man. I think if you're dealing with a person, let's say this is the dark man, you're dealing with them, then they're the ones that are seeing things in a different perspective than they hadn't before. Maybe you've cried to them, you've expressed your feelings to them, and it took them a while to really come to terms with what it is that you were trying to explain. And they've put the past, any sort of challenges behind, and they're really looking at it from your perspective and wanting to be kinder to you and more generous to you. They're willing to put the work in. We have River, which is movement. Forest, breath. And for the final card, we have Here and Now, which is number 32. What I'm getting for you guys is that, you know, this is not a time recently that you felt like you should be resting at all. You've been in a really action-oriented mode in your life, and I think what happened here is that you possibly could have expressed your feelings towards someone and they didn't reciprocate that towards you, or it was just some sort of miscommunication, or rather a lack of communication with somebody, and instead of really focusing on those feelings or kind of like dwelling on the feelings longer than you felt comfortable, you switched to working more on yourself. You worked on things that you wanted in life, and you just focused more on the material than it is on the emotional side of things. The indication here that you're not expecting that's going to be coming through is that you're going to kind of get to a period where you slow down. You're going to feel like you're not going to be taking much more action towards whatever goals that you've been working towards, and you're going to take a moment to breathe. And you're going to realize that a lot of the change that's happening doesn't mean that you necessarily have to continue to keep taking action. What's happening is a lot of things are happening that you're not fully aware of. Things are happening beneath the surface. You know, this is something that your guardian angels are working on behind the scenes, and then the person that's specifically coming through here is working on themselves as well. You're at a crossroads currently, and you're deciding, okay, so do I just keep moving forward? Do I look back on my past and see what it is that I'm leaving behind? Is it something that I need to be open and more vulnerable to? I'm not really sure where I want to go from here. So again, what you're not seeing is that this person is going to take this period of time that you've been working on yourself, and they're seeing things from a different perspective. Now, this is very different for the majority of you guys is going to be different. But what I'm seeing here is a lot of you, they're going to be coming back. This isn't going to be a long time coming. It's not going to be towards the end of the month that they're going to reach back out to you. It's going to be closer to the time that you're watching this video that they're going to be coming towards you again, and they're going to talk to you, they're going to reach out, or you're going to feel motivated to speak to them. I'm not seeing whether it's necessarily good or bad. I think it really just depends on your perspective of things, of how it's going to progress. But what I do see is some clarity in the situation. So whatever you guys are going to be discussing is going to clear the air, is going to kind of get any of the miscommunication between you guys cut out, and you're going to be able to understand each other better than you had before. I do see a lot of compassion coming through. There's a little bit of sadness on one of the ends. I think the person who had originally reached out is still really sad. They feel vulnerable. They feel innocent. You know, it comes off as this innocent, childlike vibe where, you know, you just feel like you've bared it all. You've told them everything, and you were really vulnerable in that situation, reaching out to them, speaking out to them, and you know, you put your heart on your sleeve and you really opened up to this person, and it seems like they had their walls up, or there were just something that got in the way, that created this discord, this disconnect between you guys. So there will be communication. I don't necessarily see that there's going to be a lot of movement that happens. There's not going to be this major change between you guys. But what I am seeing is that it's the start of it, okay? It's going to be the start of actually seeing something happening, with the knowledge that underneath it all, by all means, there's a lot more going on. I see what you're also not expecting is just more moments to enjoy yourself. Little snippets here and there where you weren't really expecting to have a fun time with something that you were going to do, whether you felt like it was a chore, whether you felt like you weren't in the mood to socialize with people, where you just didn't want to do a certain project. And in reality, you're going to be pleasantly surprised that those things are actually going to bring enjoyment into your life. This is more of a hibernation month for you. So again, a few things are going to be happening here and there, and this isn't going to be the time. Like, I think really what's going on is maybe that you're either expecting things to stay the same, you're expecting, you know, you to continue to keep working on whatever it is that you've been doing. The conversation that happened with them, you're thinking of just leaving it behind. You think that you're going in a completely different direction, you know, and things aren't going to really change with this person. So it's going to continue to be like this for a while, past this month, right? But what you really aren't expecting is that these things are actually changing. And because you are focusing on yourself, because you are focusing on other things, and because you took the opportunity to be vulnerable with this person, to be open with this person, then it is going to be paying off for you. And you aren't really paying too much attention to it, or you're doing your best not to focus too much on it. You know, like maybe you keep it on the back burner for when it's an appropriate time for you to really think about it, so it doesn't kind of like overtake your entire day or your entire mood. Because some of you might be sad, but I don't see it as like crippling you by any means. Like, you're still getting the things done that you need to do, you know. And you might even feel like it's a little, you know, like mechanical. You're not really, like, you're just kind of going through the motions. But by all means, it is actually paying off more than you realize, okay? And you're really not expecting that this person is overcoming their own challenges in life. They're doing the best they can to get themselves ready so that they can come forward to you and converse with you in a way that, you know, is a respectable manner towards you. They want to be able to treat you in a way that they think you deserve to be treated. They don't want to come forward towards you and have this cycle completely repeat. And they also feel like, for some of you guys, that they took so long to come towards you that it's kind of an awkward moment because they don't exactly know the right thing to say, especially because of how open you were to them. So they have to figure out the right way to come back to you. Okay, so that is going to be happening. And there's another indication here, as I said from the beginning, that there's material gain for you guys. You're going to be getting some sort of material gain that you hadn't expected, and it's going to be something that you really appreciate and you really like. I'm thinking not just like a table or anything, but it is something larger or heavier is what I'm getting. It's something big. If it's not anything big, then I would say that it's something substantial, something really significant to you, and you're going to be really happy and really appreciative that it came into your life at this time. Okay, so that's my reading, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is going to be your reading. What I'm picking up on now is that you're focusing on your long-term goals. You're focusing on something that you're planning for the future. This could even be something like a vacation with your friends. It could be a vacation to a warmer place. It could be writing down and planning places that you want to go in the future. It could be planning what it is that you want in a future home. You could be on the market for a future home, things like that. You're really taking a big leap this next month on planning your future and what you need to do, what concrete things that you need to accomplish in order to get there. We have wishbone. A wish is going to be granted to you guys. So this is really good news. Something that you've been wanting for a while that you aren't expecting is going to come to you. Maybe this is something that you wished a long time ago and you completely forgot about. It could be even something that you've written down, you know, as part of your manifestations, or just about your dreams and desires is going to be coming true. This could even be a relationship with another person. We have a broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So this could be what has currently happened, where you feel like the bridge was severed with something that you originally wanted, and what you're not realizing is that it's actually part of what's going to be bringing your wish in. You know, it's like sometimes we want a certain thing, a certain outcome, without realizing what's really set in place for us is more than what we've even realized we would want. It's more than what we've realized. And then we have bell, an announcement. So again, just in line with everything here, it's going to be some good news, an announcement. This could be a wedding for some people. You could be invited to a wedding. This could be an engagement for some of you guys. This can be just any sort of positive news that you can think of that you wouldn't expect to happen really, or you were wanting to happen, might be coming in. Maybe you're winning something. Some of you guys might actually be winning something that you've been, you know, a part of. We have the 7 of Spirals, teddy bear. The 6 of Spirals, 2 spirals in the trees. The 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. See, I'm getting like this heavy energy here, this cozy, warm energy that's coming through here, where it's like your fears, you have fears and they're kind of hidden behind like either how you're acting, or just, you know, like you're dressing up, you're looking nice, you're looking presentable, but on the inside you're feeling kind of sad and torn, you know, and you're looking for help, you're wishing for help because something happened that you're not happy with, you know. It's either a broken relationship, an opportunity that you feel like you were deserving of that you did not get. And There's a part of you that's really focused on that for now, you know, and you're really thinking and contemplating on that and wondering where you went wrong or what should have been done or what you can do about it, without realizing what's coming in for you is really what was supposed to be for you. We have the King of Wands, the Eight of Chalices. So really this has actually been a mature decision to have walked away from something at one point, okay? So whoever walked away from whatever or whatever was decided to be separated, this is all in divine timing. This is good. So we have Waterfall, Effortless, Stone People, Vigilance, and then the last card we have Fork in the Road, reverse, number 13. It's a lot of dark colors here too, right? There's a little bit dark. So what I'm seeing here is that someone might be coming in to really help you with whatever it is that you're going through, or you're going to be reaching out to someone and they're going to give you some really valuable advice for what's going on, okay? And this is actually going to lead you into what it is that you really is going to make you happy, okay? So what you don't realize is that the person that's going to be coming into your life soon, or it's someone that you could also currently be in contact with, they're going to have a lot of practical, useful advice for this situation that you're really being bothered by right now, this situation that's been severed, and it's actually going to put you on the right path for really being in a happy position in life again. You might have even been feeling like you've been struggling, like you've been kind of like working against the current, right? And then you feel like people are just getting more opportunities than you, is what I'm seeing. It's like people are being picked over you, or are just like using things about you that, you know, you feel like you're just taken advantage of, things like that. But really, once you get back onto this path in this next month, it's going to be so easy for you. You're finally going to stop like feeling like you're struggling against it. You're going to be working with it. Like you're going to be working with the current. You're going to be going along with the flow. You're going to be able to just like do things so easily and feel so on top of the world, and you're gonna be way happier than where you started at the beginning of this month. I think the biggest challenge here that's been going on is that you've gotten to this precipice where you need to make a decision on something, and you've been stalling. You've been stalling because you're like, something has to change here, something has to be different, like I have to either like break something off, or some sort of habitual pattern that's been going on. I need to take a leap of faith with something, whatever it is. Like I'm kind of like blocking it out, and I'm making it seem as if it's not a big deal, or I'm not afraid of it, I'm not worried, you know, and I'm just trying to like play it cool, when in reality what you need to do is make a decision. And I see here towards the end of the month, actually I see it more mid-month, so at the beginning, these next couple weeks, you're kind of getting the feel of things. You're kind of putting your feelers out, you're talking to the right people, you're thinking about what decision it is that you need to make, you're planning ahead. It's unavoidable, irregardless of what it is that you want to do. I see it as being unavoidable. You're at that point, you're, you know, even with the waterfall, you're at the edge of the waterfall, and that current's gonna take you over whether or not you want to go. So you have two decisions to make. You can either fight against the current, and it's going to be really terrifying, really scary, possibly very dangerous, because you're going to be, you know, working against it and trying to figure out how to like stay away from falling down the waterfall, and like, you know, just it's not going to be fun. Or you're going to switch your mindset and you're going to say, all right, let's enjoy it. I'm gonna go down this waterfall no matter what. So you know, like throw caution to the wind. I'm going to be smart about it. I'm just going to kind of like do a dance with the water and feel my way down, you know, and feel where I need to fall and just pretty much just enjoy the ride, because I'm going to go down no matter what. And even with the stone, people, you see that there's water here. And there's stillness on the water, right? But even with the stillness, it reminds me of rip currents, where you see the breaks on either side of a rip current, and where the rip current actually is, where the water's the strongest, is that it's where it looks the most calm, right? And even the most strongest waterfall can break a stone. So it's really about making that decision. Even with the fork in the road, it's reverse, which means you're at that point. You're at the point of deciding where it is that you want to go with things. And in return, in being in this position in this month, you're going to realize that facing your fears, facing this decision, is the best thing that you can ever do. It's going to be the most rewarding experience, because you're going to look at it head on and you're going to say, you know what? I'm going to make the best decision that works for me. I'm going to take the advice of other people if it's in alignment with my heart, right? First and foremost, always believe in yourself, and if it's in line with your own heart and your own tuition. By no means should you just like go against how you're truly feeling if, you know, if it doesn't feel right, right? But fear is a part of your ego. Fear is just not trusting in the unknown. Fear is being afraid of what might possibly happen, right? So unless you're like in a life or death situation, then fear is working against you. It's not working for you. And so I see here that you're going to get some sort of breaking news, some sort of surprising news, and that's really what's going to push you into action, okay? So this is actually a really good reading. By all means, do not be afraid. If it sounds like you're like, what's going to happen? This is really good. This is really, really good. And you're going to be really excited. Obviously, I can always just go back to this. Your wish is going to be granted this month, okay? So that's my reading, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is going to be your reading. What I'm picking up now is some sort of intimate conversation with someone or a group of people. This could be some sort of gossiping that's been happening. Either you're engaged in or other people are engaged in, but you're going to be hearing or speaking about some really, it's shocking, but I think it's more interesting than it is shocking. Like, it's a combination of both. You're going to be hearing some information about another person that you didn't realize or you didn't expect would be happening. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. So it might be someone's confession to you that you did not expect. Bowl, plenty of material things. Okay, so they might be gifting some things to you. You might be going out to eat together. You might be deciding on, you know, cooking together. They might be wanting to cook for you. Bull, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So what I'm getting here is the gossiping that I'm picking up on could be some jealous behavior. Either people are surprised that someone has feelings for you, or came out with feelings for you. Someone could be challenging your relationship with someone. They could just be generally jealous. You know, the person that you're dealing with could be jealous of any sort of attention that you might be getting from other people. But this definitely is indicating that there's going to be something interesting, I guess, that's going on here with your love life. So we have the Justice card, the Nine of Mirrors. Wow, that's a beautiful card. The Chariot, the Three of Wands. Okay, I'm definitely getting a love reading for this pile. So if you're not interested in someone, or, you know, I don't know what your relationship is right now, but I do see a lot of affection coming through for the next month for you guys. Okay, so someone's either going to be traveling to you, or making plans to see you. I definitely see, I see them wanting to come towards you, you know, or maybe flying you out, but it's definitely a 18 plus pile, if you know what I'm saying. Ace of Pentacles, that also goes towards the material things. So this could be someone who really wants to take care of you financially. Okay, so this is someone that would really like want to make sure you're taken care of. They want to make sure that you're not worrying about your finances. There's someone that's going to be willing to pretty much go to the ends of the earth for you. If there is somebody talking and they hear about it, they are not going to stand for it. If there's anyone that even questions the relationship between you guys this upcoming month, they are not going to handle that. They're not, you know, or they are going to effectively handle it. They're not going to allow that to happen. But I am seeing, you guys, okay, if you're talking to someone, and maybe you haven't seen them yet, this is going to be the month that you're finally going to be together, or you're going to be taking some major action towards actually making it happen, right? So this materialization of the relationship, instead of just talking about it or thinking about it or like fantasizing about it, there's going to be some action taken. They're going to confess their feelings to you even deeper than they already have, and you guys are going to actually unite. If you know what I'm saying, you guys are actually going to be together, and it's going to be really transformative and really passionate. The Lotus Flower, Unfoldment. And you see there's a lot of pinks and blues in here. A lot of emotion. Tree, grounding. Again, this relationship is unfolding and grounding, okay? So where you felt like things weren't happening between you guys, I don't see it as really being stagnant necessarily, but I do see a lot of movement here. So maybe you guys just couldn't see each other for a while, you weren't able to get together for a while, but I do see, like, let's say this is someone that you've just been thinking about, you know, and you feel like you have some sort of connection with them, a telepathic connection, and you know, you guys have been without contact for a while, and you've been feeling like they're going to be reaching out to you soon, or you feel pulled to reach out to them. But again, I see them coming towards you more than it is you going towards them, actually. You're just going to kind of like be minding your own business. You might be dating around again, and then this person is going to come in and be like, no, wait a minute, you know, let's make this into reality. Let's actually do something about this, okay? Let's not get carried away here. I think this was in the reverse. It's number 45, which is time to go. So I'm going to put it back into reverse because I do feel like that's where it was. Which to me says, no, honey, it's not time to go. Like, you thought that you were going to move on, or you thought that things weren't going to be, you know, going in a certain direction. We need to change this. We need to make this into reality. We don't need to keep talking about it, or, you know, thinking things aren't going to work out, you know, or it's basically like in a non-possessive way, but it's in like a sexy possessive way, where they definitely respect you and they respect your boundaries, but by no means are they just going to back down, you know. Like, if you decide to change your mind, if you decide that you've been in this position for so long and you just tired of it, and they see or they feel you pulling away from them, they're saying, okay, now's my time to move, and we're gonna make use of our time in the best way possible, and I'm gonna come to you, and we're gonna be doing some things that you're gonna be very pleased with. So yes, this is slightly emotional, you know, with the deep affection and the caring, but this is going to be expressed in a physical way. This is not going to be expressed by verbally talking about it or mentally transmuting things to each other, you know, telepathically talking, or like you looking at videos wondering what they're thinking. This is really them taking actual action to transform this relationship into something that you both want to happen, okay? So if you feel drawn to talk to them, by all means do it, right? Listen to yourself first though, because I do see whoever the masculine is in here will be reaching out. And should be reaching out, honestly, is how I personally feel and how I do see. So with them reaching out, it's really going to allow the feminine to really feel comfortable in this situation, be ready for this situation, and really be focused on where this next step is going to be going to go. So yeah, this is actually a really cute reading. I like it a lot. So that's my reading for you guys. I'll see you in my next video. I can't even talk anymore. This is very interesting. Okay, bye.